I'm doing better now.
That makes at least two of us. Thank you as always for joining. We will go ahead and get started. I've got a question for you from Sarah Spencer.
Yeah, Nate, just what allowed you guys to have such success in that fourth quarter?
We just stayed together. That was something that I put up on the board at the beginning of the game. I thought in our last game, Memphis did a good job of pressuring us and really making it hard for us to score. They established their tempo, and I thought we kind of separated in that second half of that game. And the games that we're going to be playing from here on out they're going to be tough games. It's going to be like this, I think, the rest of the way. And certainly, if we're fortunate enough to get into the playoff, you're going to have this type of intensity, and things are not going to go your way for four quarters. It didn't go our way for the first half, but these guys stayed together. They kept believing in each other. Um, as I mentioned, they stayed together. We made some adjustments at halftime, and they went out and executed it. And just really happy uh, for their performance tonight. Really a gutty, good win for us tonight.
Speaking of adjustments, how did you guys kind of try to limit Zach Levine in that second half?
Well, he was on fire, and he's a really good player, talented. Pretty much he was just throwing everything he threw up in the first half went in. Second half was just we're going to take the ball out of his hands and make some other guys make some plays. I thought we did a good job of with our hits and our traps and rotating out of that and making some other guys make plays. They had some open looks, but they didn't knock down those shots, which allowed us to get back into the game. I thought offensively, I thought Trey did a really good job of being aggressive, attacking the basket, finishing, organizing the team going down the stretch, and finishing this game.
What does that say about? I was going to ask you about Trey. What does that say about just his poise, the way that he was able to lead tonight?
Well, this is part of his growth, learning to finish a game. The first half things wasn't going well for us. The second half, he didn't drop his head. He came out. He got aggressive defensively. We picked it up, and he was able to get us back in the game and really finish the game for us. So I think it just shows growth by him. This is something that he'll continue to have to do for the remainder of the season.
Rob Schaefer of NBC Sports Chicago.
Hi, Nate. I was also going to ask about Zach. Just when the guy has it going the way that he did in the first half, just kind of what's going through your head as a coach, and just have you seen? Can you put into perspective just how on fire he was over those first two quarters?
Well, I mean, you have guys with talent like that are capable of getting hot, and they feel it. Even though last night he played a game, he came out and he shot the ball extremely well. We had to make adjustments. That's what you do during the course of a game. Whether a player is hot or a team is hot. And we had to make some adjustments, and the adjustment for us was to just get it out of his hands. He was making plays with single coverage, with double coverage. Sometimes we even tried to triple team him. What we wanted to do was before he crossed half court, get the ball out of his hands and make some other guys play. He's just a talented player, and some guys like that are capable of playing against two players. A lot of these great players in the league, great scorers, they're used to seeing double teams every night. So we try to get it out of his hands as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Raphael Haynes from the 3-point conversion.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Coach, you spoke
Thank you.
earlier about Trey's poise, but can you speak on his leadership this year and how that's grown?
Yeah, that's part of his growth. For us to take the next step, Trey has to take that next step, and He has some players on this team that they've added. He's added some veterans on the team, or they've added veterans on the team to the roster. And, these are guys that can play. They can help him, and he has to trust those guys. And he has to also organize and put those guys in position to do well and have success. I thought he did that tonight. I played both he and Lou together. He and Bogey have been starting the last few games, and he's learning what these guys are capable of doing, and he's starting to trust them. Tonight we kind of finished the game with him and Gallo playing a two-man game, and that's a trust factor that they build with him, and he does a good job of he did a good job tonight of executing down the stretch. When he had single coverage, he scored. When they double team, he kicked it out. And Gallo and Bogey and Kevin and those guys was able to knock down shots. So it's growth. It's good to see. He's going to have to continue to show this and do this the rest of the way.
Christos.
Hello, coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I would like to ask you about Gallo. How big luxury for you is to have a player like him to coming off the bench and be so effective, especially in crunch moments?
Well, Gallo, he's a gamer, and when that game is on the line, he's the guy you want the ball in his hands. And the combination of both he and Trey tonight, we tried to work that. He's a big shot taker and a big shot maker, and I thought those two guys did a good job of executing the high pick and roll. And I thought Trey made the right reads when they switched, or they put two on the ball. The kick out to Gallo was there for him, and Trey got him the ball. When they switched the big on Trey, Trey did a good job of showing patience, spacing the floor, and attacking that matchup. These are things that we have to learn to do. And when they give us matchups like that, we got to win those matchups. Tonight we did.
And speaking for Trey, is there anything that surprising you on his game?
From Trey?
Yes.
No, I mean, this is what Trey has been doing. He's a guy that can create offense for you in the pick and roll. Now he has, guys that we feel are weapons, Bogey and Kevin and Gallo and Lou. There are opportunities where he doesn't have to do it all himself. He can put those guys in position and give them the ball and allow them to make plays. And that is the sign of growth. Allowing your teammates to play with the ball, putting them in position where they can be productive. And I thought he did that tonight.
Sarah.
Nate, do you have any more information on Tony Snell? I think he may have sprained his ankle at some point.
He did. He stepped on someone's foot, and we're going to get an MRI tomorrow. Another guy goes down for us, and tough. He's playing well. He really helped us out in that second half. I brought him into the lineup early to try to get him on Levine to get a bigger defender, and I thought he really did a good job of denying him, making him work, and just trying to deny him the ball. We pretty much went into a box and one on Levine, and Tony was the guy that was covering him at the time. So it's a big loss for us. We're hoping that it's not anything that's going to keep him out too long.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, that was our final question for you. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you.